not shooting for, because like it's like, you know, I'm scared to even say because I'm so insecure about it. Like, you know, the Trihex homies are all like, yo, why don't you submit Mario Odyssey? And I'm all like, because I'm not good. I am not good. I'm not doing the strats that are hype. I don't do any of the crazy shit right now because they're all like super risky, and if you fuck them up, your PB's like gone for real, for real. You know, in terms of like wanting to get a better PB and whatnot, and just really climb up the ranks and feel that much better about myself in order to even want to submit. Cause I totally get that. I get the stigma, right? I get the stigma that there's there are runners at GDQ, and I'm not naming names. I mean, that's not even, I'm naming a situation here, not anything in particular. So don't overthink it or look into it. But, you know, there are runners at GDQ who do runs, and there are people who are more qualified to do runs who possibly get snubbed out. And a game is speed ran as hardcore as Mario Odyssey. I feel like for me to not call, I guess what the word here is like, what, streamer privilege or like popularity power, like if I submitted a run despite being like 5 minutes slower than what world record is, like what does that say about the legitimacy of speedrunning, right? Like, so I was scared. I'm scared because I've put in like a shit ton of time into Mario Odyssey, and I'm not great. I am still like, I'm getting there very, very slowly, but ultimately it's like, oh my god, dude, I don't know if I have what it takes to like get good enough between now and March when there will be submissions for Summer Games Done Quick, and do I really have the balls? Am I really alpha enough to submit Mario Odyssey as a game that I could potentially speedrun? And what if I get picked? Like, if I submit it and I get picked for Mario Odyssey, what is that going to say for everyone else, you know? Like, I'm going to be the first showcase of Mario Odyssey, I'm not even doing, you know, a game that many, many people are going to submit for GDQ.
Anime, I don't really fuck with that, but hentai, that's my shit.
Little guys, thank you so much, man, for the resub. You know, so it's like, so that had me worried. I'm like, dude, I don't even want to admit on stream that, like, I guess I'm trying to get better so I can maybe submit for a GDQ, but I don't know if I have what it takes. I don't know if I'm good enough. I don't know if, like, all these things, you know, it's crazy. It's crazy. So, and that was me, like, you know, stuck in the, like, and there's a problem with that mentality, certainly, with, like, am I doing the right thing? Am I overthinking this, like self-worth as speedrun ranking time and whatnot? And it's a little problematic for my mentality. It's also like the reality that, you know, I could do a run. It would have great commentary, but I could do a run and it would be a thing. But that's what had me scared. So what I was going to announce is, oh no, the stress gets to me. You know, I'm blowing off Celeste. I'm blowing off other games. I'm back full on Odyssey. I feel like quite a few of my viewers right now were bored shitless of Odyssey and me just like whatevering with it. And I would do better as a streamer if I like put a little more variety in my thing and not so monotone bleeding in. You know, one speed games I have to get much better at it kind of routine. But then that's what I thought as of yesterday, you know. But then I went for a walk this morning, walked my dog, my wonderful girlfriend, and I told her how I was feeling, and she was like, well, I believe in you. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? She's like, well, why don't you just like, have you tried, like, I don't know, I feel like you could, what are you even worried about? Like, people love you and shit. And I'm like, yeah, but yeah, they like me and shit, but like, am I really, like, do I deserve to do that run there? Like, it's like, I feel like this is an abuse of likability. And she was like, so? I'm like, well, I guess. Well, so I'm kind of like replaying it a little bit bad here too, but like, she had me thinking, well, couldn't you get better? And I'm like, I don't know, man. I think I can get better. I think I'm getting better. I think I'm getting better at the game. You know, PB here and there and whatnot, but like, I don't know. I don't know if I have what it takes, man. I've seen these other speedrunners, and they're, forgive me for lack of a better phrase here. Like, I shouldn't, God, I want to say it so bad, but I shouldn't say it, like, the A-bomb, but like, because like, you gotta understand, like, for so long it was called this, but god damn it, I can't say I'm doing Black History Month and then not be PC and just call it fucking the A-bomb, but there's there are other speedrunners who are incredibly skilled, and the skill is running deep, deep, deep in their veins. I'm sitting here 450 hours into the game, and I'm only, 78th place. And, no, not even for God, I still want to, I hate...
I don't really fuck with that, but hentai, that's my shit.
Dong, welcome back, fam. Thank you for the 11 months, dude. Yeah, the A-bomb anime. Yeah, so there's like, what was I gonna say about that? There is like other speedrunners who are only like, I swear, it feels like they're only like 30 hours in, and they just like, top 20, and I'm like, oh my god, dude. I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. I feel like, I don't know. It's like I can't. I'm trying to crack it, but it's like I'm clearly. There are those who are prodigies, who are gifted, who are just blessed, kind of like genetics. I feel like, and then there's like, I know it's not that way. It feels that way. So I'm like, oh my god, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm not trying hard enough, or maybe I've just gotta like stop trying to stream regularly and just like really like get on the offline practice and just like say, you know what, y'all, here's a 4-hour stream. I'm gonna go offline and just like do my thing so I can get it done very effectively and whatnot. So then there's like a fear of that, combine that with like dropping sub numbers inevitably because I had a huge peak from Odyssey month. Combine that with dropping view count because I'm sitting here doing what I expect, but I think is probably excessive amounts of one game for how comparatively diverse I was prior to this previous month and whatnot, etc., etc. Yeah, so all of it comes in as it's like this streamer insecurity and whatnot, but this is not a bad news speech. This is not a insecurity spiel. What this is an uplifting moment because she was like, "Why don't you go for it? Why haven't you tried?" And I thought, you know what? So what today was gonna be was like a low key minor thing about like how I found my spot. I'm gonna play my role. You know what Trihex can do really fucking well to the Trihex standard? I could commentate. I can be the backup. I can commentate the fuck out of that run and make it ooze personality because commentary, and it's still something I do believe. A good run's a good run, but if you don't understand why it was a good run, how good of a run was it really at GDQ? You know what is king or queen, you're called, king or queen at HGDQ? Commentary. Commentary is king. And I can play that minor at times celebrated, but ultimately co-pilot MVP commentary for Mario Odyssey. I'm in the community. Everyone knows me. I know all of them. I can sit here. I could rock your fucking world earfully wise because I could just like, I will prepare the shit out of the commentary and I'll make sure everyone understands why that space clip, why is that hard? Inverted pyramid clip, why is that hard? The People's Gap in Metro City, why is that hard? I would just go in there and like easily mile a minute explain everything I gotta explain. Commentary 15 out of 10, easy. You know what I mean? Like that's in the spades, free. That was gonna be the announcement, but instead I thought, you know what? In a moment like right now, would it not be better just to like, whenever I'm feeling an indecisive moment or whenever I'm like feeling overwhelmed, probably because I'm internalizing a lot of the struggles I'm going through, and I know it sounds like super overblown because it's like, bro, it's just a run, but it's unfortunately it's not that simple for me because it's like speedrunner complex, self-worth complex, and some other bullshit. I work it all the time here. But with that, what I wanted to do is I wanted to ask you guys, why live life in regret? Maybe I should try, right? I have until March. I would assume that submissions are going to be, at soonest like mid-March, right? It's currently now early February. What if I really gave all the fucks? What if I like threw all this shit to the side? The metrics of being, the optimal streamer with streaming frequently and on time and all that, and I just like, you know what? My priority this month is Odyssey. You know what the other runners do? And they do it a lot? offline practice. You know what they do even more than that, or you know they do as much as that probably online practice. You know, and then you know there's eventually a point you get to runs, but like you gotta build tech skill, you gotta build the foundation, and I don't have that. Like I should be able to do Sphinx clip in my sleep. I should be able to do like vectoring for free. I should be able to do like all I have to.
Anime, I don't really fuck with that, but hentai, that's my shit.
Yo,
Commentator
JC.
or runner, please wear that tank at GDQ.
Nah, I'm gonna get something more dang than this, man. Like I can do better than this. Like it's gonna be like why not? I guess go for it. I love the game. I love the game. It's just that psychologically, I psych myself out because I think, dude, they're so much better than me. Then, dude, they practice 55,000 times a day. Like it's like I can do that. I can definitely do that. I just gotta like really set my mind to it and put all the streamer garbage aside and say I'm gonna do what I want to do. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, maybe I should really try. I should really try. I should sit down and like fall in love with the game. Well, first off, let me clarify there. I'm not burnt out of Mario Odyssey. It's more because I'm like, oh my god, dude, numbers fall, subs are falling, my audience is getting tired of this shit or whatever. But then I think, but then just having Venom tell me, yo, you can do it, and I'm like, God, can I though? Like, god damn, dude, I feel like my progress has been like at a snail's pace. But then I have not been really like putting it on though. So maybe I could try harder, you know. So here's the realization I came to when I was like, well, maybe I could get good enough. And what is get good enough at the game to submit it? And to me that would be I could get good enough at the game as long as I can nail every major modern trick in the game. People's Gap, Sphinx clip, RC scooter clip, I don't know. I have all the notes. You know all the shit. Like you can go for all the hard shit. Like, you know, and if you fuck it up, like RC clip, you fuck it up, turn around, try again and get it. Because like if you get it, it's hype. Like if you don't get it, it's like like an optimal good run is like not as like insightful for like what the game involves with its speedrun tech as like going for every single hard thing ever in there. So yeah, I was thinking about that. I was thinking, you know what? I could do this. I can go for this, man. I'd rather live in a world where I tried as hard as I could to get as good as I could, as fast as I could, to go as fast as I can prior to submissions, and then feel at least not terrible about submitting. I don't know, but that's really it. That's what my thoughts were. That's what I was going to announce. Instead, I wanted to come here and tell you that's on my mind. And where we are right now is, what do you think? Because I don't have like a conclusive answer. I have what made me feel good about today. I got a great gym pump. I got a great gym pump and bump. And that came here, we got almost a free PB, even though my run was crap. And what do you guys think? The greater good here. Should I like comment? Like honestly, I really like. Is it crazy that I feel that low about myself at times? Where I'm just like, I don't even know really what to do. What do you think, chat? Should I submit? Should I be shooting for submitting a run? Obviously, with the intention here of getting a fuck ton better. And then, again, even then, like, if I go for it, I'm gonna try my best here to get like as far as I can, and ideally be nailing every trick in the game and know how to do it consistently and whatnot. And then see where I'm at by March, and then we just count down until submissions are announced. You know, when they're going to be announced for that 1 week window or whatever. Or should I play a role of support instead and just like commentate for the bigger runners, and then just like kind of like chill a little bit more, and then I could do then I can resume Celeste. I could also like do some other like not as often Odyssey stuff as well. So
Anime,
I'm listening here. I really don't have like an answer.
That's my shit.
All right, so there I threw it all out there.
Anime, I don't really fuck with that, but hentai, that's my shit.
Elite Nanas, thank you so much, and fans, thank you as well. Thank you both, man. Submit the run, at least get to commentate. No regrets. Do what you want to people think. Until your top 5 and submit. As good as you can, but come to terms with the fact that people don't want GDQ to see a world record. If you submit and they don't choose you, and you can still commentate. So, okay, let me elaborate on that too. How commentary works is whoever is the runner selected who does the run, which typically is, so let's say there's multiple Odyssey runners, what usually happens is one of two things. Either the community agrees, okay, there's too many runners, let's just do a race, which is kind of weird to do for the very first showing of Mario Odyssey at a GDQ. It's a kind of like a, there's a lot to absorb on, you know, because you imagine you got to think your GDQ audience when it comes to see GDQ, so if they see like a one game feed run, then the second showing could be an 80% race. Then the third showing can be something alternative like, I don't know, World Peace, if it has like some crazy tech to it or whatnot, or you know, World Peace does have the Still Kingdom clip and whatnot. You know what I mean? You show the vanilla state first, and then you go from there. But with that aside, though, typically the fastest runner gets picked. I mean, sometimes it's different. I don't know. Again, there's no transparency on how they pick shit, so I have no fucking clue. But I would assume they pick the fastest runner, unless there's like a credential that's external to how fast they are purely. Maybe, I don't know. And then that runner chooses who they want to commentate. It's at that runner's discretion to have a commentator or commentate on their own. If they don't want to commentate at all. But what I would do is I would play master support, and I would support if the runner who would be chosen, if we go for commentator route, I would say, hey, if you want me to commentate for your run, I'd be more than happy to. I would do a fantastic job. Here's my credentials. You know, resume as fuck, and then be like, yeah, I'll prepare a Google Doc for all the shit, and I'll let me know whenever you want to intervene with anything. You know, we'll have all that pre-planned. We'll have donations pre-planned, and there's like not really much downtime in Mario Odyssey, but whatever, we can find somewhere for downtime. No big deal. It's, you know, we'll make it the most polished hour and 10 minutes or hour and 15 minutes, whatever, to give the runner buffer time, whatnot, of the entire GDQ. We'll make that run godlike, you know. So, but you're right. Even though if I pull a commentator route, there's no guarantee I would be the commentator. So depends on, you know, I would at this point, or at that point, I would go to the Discord for speedrunning Mario Odyssey and ask them how they feel about me, and if they, you know, or whatever else, and if they're looking for people to openly volunteer for being the dedicated commentator for the run, to put on a great show for the run. All right, so scrolling down here again. Inconsistency. I've been taking Thursdays off just to work on some backlog as far as like logistics for the stream to go forward from here. I promise you. But I hear you. That's a fair thing. It's definitely a fear of mine that I've been holding back on with the whole thing here, honestly.
Anime, I don't really fuck with that. But hentai, that's my shit.
TPP, thank you. I think I answered this one earlier. Not really. You submit a run, and then if you don't get in, if the runner wants a commentator, you talk to them, go from there. To encourage you to kick the shit out of the speed run. Yeah, you know, that's fair though. This chat is obviously biased. That is a fair point. I don't know. I started here because I didn't know else to really start, and even then, like coming out here was admittedly a little scary. I hate coming out. I hate looking vulnerable on the stream. I hate being emotional and shit like that. But I'm finally being transparent about how I felt for the last like couple of weeks. Like I'm like, oh my god, dude, GDQ, not good, dude. I don't know, dude. I don't want the chat down.
I don't really fuck with that. But hentai, that's my shit.
Trismig.
Hananoka, what's up, fam? Makes you feel satisfied at the end. Submit. GDQ needs more beards. Needs more beards. Oh, Paul Weezy. Do you want to do the run, or do you just feel pressured by what you used to expect of yourself? Honestly, both. Do I want to run? Yeah. but I only like want to run if I'm really good. It also could be the psychological component of the fact that I've never I don't know. I guess I have not really speedrun a game seriously since Yoshi's Island, and climbing that felt different because I had like, I don't know, it was more of like a mental burnout I was fighting than like a real like call of my skill. Like I obviously was skilled at the game, just a matter of like pushing forward and whatnot. You know what I mean? Like Yoshi Island, I was blatantly burnt out. But here, I'm not burnt out. I'm just like not skilled. I have to build that skill. So it's like I've never had to really deal with that before. So it's hitting me like psychologically a little unanticipated or unexpected. Let's see here. What if you ask about some people you look up to in the GDQ community? I don't know. The GDQ community, I don't know how to really. I feel like it's kind of like a taboo to ask GDQ community or committee, like, hey, what do you want out of runs? Because they don't really go out of the way to be transparent with what they want, really. They tell you how to submit, but not really what they're looking for when picking what is submitted. So I just feel like if I ask, I'm getting like pay-to-win advice, I guess. Also, I don't know if they would take it as it being tacky. That's the whole thing. I don't want to come off as like, because it can. You gotta think here. Any action I do can be interpreted as like a two-way out of context thing. Oh, did you hear about Trihex trying to ask how to get into GDQ? Oh my god, he only cares about doing his run. Or like it can be easily misinterpreted as that, and that's like the last thing I am trying to do. Actually, it's actually why I haven't I don't do that, because I don't want to be interpreted as like I'm trying to abuse my popularity and knownness to get an advantage at the GDQ. I might be overthinking it, but GDQ drama is so easy to start that I don't want to give, not even haters, I want to give like toxic people the outlet if that's what it would be interpreted as. I actually don't know, so I don't really look for that option currently. Do what you want to do. Slow down here again. Just reading through real quick. We're reading. Booty, thank you. Believe in the Trihex. Believe in the chat that believes in you. TPP, thank you for the sub, man. Thank you so much. Oh, Sigless. Okay, you're not subbed. Maybe I misremembered it here. Yeah. Let me. I got you, fam. Let me just copy your name. I'll just sign up to host during Odyssey. Big John. Oh, I'm really behind now. Holy shit. I didn't call. Yeah, I need to call you, John. I'm sorry, man. Live as you wish and do what the heart says. It's the best way to know if you have to do it or not. I say set your goal to become good, and when you feel worthy, take the spots, get on GDQ, and make a decision that comes to the point you get in or not. You buy yourself that point top down. Yeah, I know what Big John's opinion is. Fuck other people. Commentate if you don't get a spot. Simple. All right. Well, I've caught up there now. Okay. So that's what I want to do, man. So I want to live life with as minimal regrets as possible. And you're right. I can start now, or really, like, I've already been working on it. Start now and really focus on getting better at the game. Full lab work for throughout February, and we continue to push forward from there. and we submit the run, and then we find out if we're accepted or not or whatever, like, a month later. And if I'm not in, cool. I'm still going to Summer Games Done Quick, and I will still happily volunteer, hopefully, and do so. Be on the couch and be your MVP commentator for Mario Odyssey, and make sure that it is the most well-informed. I'm sure the Odyssey fans are very well-informed, and I have plenty of ways to do that. And I'll even we'll work hard here to make that as awesome as possible. I'll show you guys my commentator notes. You guys tell me what you think. I'm gonna practice a little bit as well on my commentary as well, and we're gonna go in there really, really hard. Please consider submitting multiple categories. That is true. Even though World Peace is less popular, I haven't considered the fact that it shows more of the game. And World Peace, again, while less popular, does include the snow clip. That is true. That's a good point, actually. World Peace does have the festival. Yeah, Big John's smart here, actually. You're actually right. World Peace would be the category that would just show off more of the game. People want to see festival. People want to see. Oh my god, dude. Well, fuck my ass. I didn't think about that. That is just smart. No, but yeah, obviously, yeah, submit multiple categories and whatnot. But I never thought about that, actually. Yeah, World Peace would be the better showing for our first run of GDQ, because World Peace is pretty stagnant now because it's such a vital requirement. Whereas any percent will still go down, but I don't think World Peace will get much faster. As far as like conceptual and route goes. Which is why Darker is a high candidate for finale. You think they'd pick Darker Side for the first time showing? I super doubt that, honestly. Y'all are crazy, dude. They would take a 3.5 hour, cut like just call it 4 hours, right? Like a 4 hour run over for. All right. Well, goddamn, dude. Thank you, everyone, for your feedback. I'm happy to hear all these things I've heard here. I have not ran World Peace, but that's something I can start working on like next week. Today, though, what we're working on today, from here onward, we are working on